can't. Let me see. Can I? Oh no! That was pretty cool. I'm well aware that that's like a speedrunning tactic for Mario 1. I just never thought I'd pull it off randomly. Hello, Starblock. You're supposed to give me an extra life. When I collect 30 coins, Super Mario World says so. But you give me a gold point, I guess that's good enough. Oh, back to the Wii U. I think the Wii U shit. In terms of the hardcore library. Like, I thought, like, the games were good, don't get me wrong. The games were quality. I just thought it was shit, the route they decided to take it in. Like, I have a Wii U for Smash, and that's the only reason why I got it. For Smash, you know, everyone loves Smash. But when the Wii U first came out, those games that came out with it, like, just didn't appeal to me. I didn't get a Wii U until it was bundled with Mario Maker, although that wasn't my intention. I was just carrying on the hype when Smash Bros. Was coming out. I was updating that page every day. Whoa! Aren't you supposed to flip your shell over? Wow, a lot of piranhas. What? Oh, the time. What? The time? Wow, I'm really off track here. I think, okay, point is, I think the Wii U shit. Yeah, no. You can't possibly be rushing me in a level like this. Well, so I gotta run for it. See, I'd hit a block, but I'd be wasting time. What's my point with the Wii U? First came out, didn't like it. I didn't even know it came out. It wasn't like a good, like, 5 months. I didn't even know the Wii U existed at that point. The games came out, I didn't like them. See, my beef with one of the games that came out with it was New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. Oh, that's fucking clever. See, there was Wii, and I thought that was pretty cool. 4 players at once. It was a cool idea. Horrible execution. But my beef with that game series goes way back to the DS. New Super Mario Bros. DS. Oh, come now. Yeah, so New Super Mario Bros. DS comes out. Well, I buy. You know, there's a whole history to it. So when I see the Wii U version come out, I just said a big fucking nope. I thought Nintendo Land was like the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't anything for the hardcore person. And I guess New Super Mario Bros. Wii U was for the hardcore fans, but to be honest, 3D World did a much better job at pleasing me, entertaining me, and where I needed it to be. Didn't give a shit about the Wii U until Smash Bros. And I guess Game & Wario was pretty cool. So, come on. So, what's my other take on the other consoles? PS4? Well, to be completely honest, I look at the PS1, and I had a PS1 back then. I think the library was great, and the PS2 had a great library, but of course that took years to accumulate. I totally forgot that's what the starter theme sounds like. Come on. Yes! Oh, take that, Shigeru Miyamoto. You thought you could fuck me over. What am I going on about? PS4? I think the PS4 has been out for like 4 or 5 years. And I've been more wanting to see the unique Japanese library it offers. And if, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I wanted to see things like fucking Final Fantasy on it. But then, you know, PS4 turned into a normie console. But whatever. I think the PS4 is cool, and if there's one thing the PS4 does right is and I think the Xbox One does it too. Simple voice chat, like quick and easy. Another thing that's pretty cool is the share play. I think the share play is something that really should be like another standard set into gaming. because if you don't know what SharePlay is, PS4 users, when you have a subscription to PlayStation Online, I think that's what it's called, PSN. And if you have a good internet connection, let's say you hook up. Let's say you're in a group chat with a friend. He can share play his game, which means you can play player one and you can be player two. Think of it like screen sharing on Skype. Uh, you guys can play the same game. Your friend's the host. He share plays the game, and you can see the game on your screen. But there could be some lag if you don't have that good internet. But I think share play is a really, really good way to like demonstrate to someone or like show someone like firsthand a game if they're interested in it. It's like the quickest demo you could ever see. People don't like going to like GameStop no more. You don't see them packed unless it isn't a midnight release. So I think SharePlay serves as good possible demos. There's much more I can say to this. I think I should make an entire video to this, which I haven't done a video in a while. Yeah, I think SharePlay has some potential. And the reason why I say that is because me and my friend played a couple games. I had fun with some of the games he played, Dead by Daylight, Mega Man, whatever. But the most important one for me, in the way I see play, is when I played Guilty Gear Zerd. Because I had the game for a couple months now on the PS4. Because I thought it would look pretty cool and unique as fuck. Unique movesets. So, I get the game. I tell my friend I have it. He's like, ew. So, a couple weeks later, Dragon Ball FighterZ comes out. And it's the same people who make Guilty Gear. So my friend does a complete 180. He says, hey, I want to play Guilty Gear. He plays it, and what do you know? He's a fan of the series, too. I didn't expect him to like it. But yeah, that's one potential that SharePlay has. And there's like a time limit. I think it's like 10, 30 minutes. But if it just runs out, you can just do that again. Sounds like a hassle, but hey. I mean, a loophole to be like, you have SharePlay, you and your friend. And he plays the game, 30 minutes are up, and just redo it. Just SharePlay it. So you don't need to buy a game yourself. But it is encouraged to buy the game to support the developers. Assuming it isn't a AAA developer, fuck those guys. Now the Xbox One. What are my impressions with the Xbox One? I think in a nutshell, it's like a VCR that has like the potential of an Amazon Fire TV. Because that gaming library just doesn't look spectacular to me. But hey, man, we need power, we need hardware, we need all the nitty and gritty stuff. And let's not forget 4K. Oh man, I love my 4K TV. My 4K TV it's packed up somewhere in Best Buy someday, coincidentally. Because I won't get a 4K, and then probably a good like 5 to 10 years, let's say I want to upgrade my little 30-inch plasma to a fucking 61 if I ever make a steady life of myself. 4K coincidentally. See, if we can't even achieve 1080 60, what makes anyone at Microsoft think the consumer would want 4K? What, are we gonna half that even further? 4K is, I think it's like 3190. It's essentially double. So let's assume 720, 60, 1080, 30. 4K would be like fucking 15 frames per second. Like, no one's asking for it. Why are you pushing it? Like, I've seen the Microsoft conference, like their old ones, skimming. I'm not watching that shit. It's like watching a 15-minute fucking commercial from back in the day in Cartoon Network. Their conferences were always the most boring out of all of them. And what'd you figure? When it came to E3, Nintendo did it right and just showed us what the fuck we wanted. Like, don't get, I like Sony's, but way too long trailers. Microsoft, I don't even need to go any further than that. Nintendo does it right because they just went like straight to the point. And I guess one gets so absorbed, 20 minutes just felt like nothing there. Now, what's my take on the Switch? See, I own a Switch. I barely play it. Why do I barely play it? Because we are not all living our we are not all living a great life. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I'm living a good life. Going to college. Oh no. Got some experience under my belt. So the Switch I think is pretty cool. The fact of how you can just take it anywhere to play with you. Of course, the battery. That's the first thing I thought of, the battery. How long that shit's gonna last because, you know, I've played handhelds. I had the Game Boy. I had the DS, PSP, smartphones these days. If a current modern smartphone could only be used for like 3 hours when you're using the internet so much on it, what makes you think the Switch is going to be able to hold anything longer than that? And I guess a practice that isn't very well taught within, like, I guess mobile things is properly discharging it. And I mean that's not a problem for anybody, but the simple idea is you get it out the box. One of the most recommended things to do with any mobile handheld, DS, smartphone, you want to use it completely. That's how some batteries end up getting fucked up quickly. Because everyone charges it at 50%, 30%, 10%. You don't completely let it discharge. And there's some people who will let the entire thing charge. Well, hey, look, the battery's at 60. I'll just, just use it, not fully charge it. And that's kind of practices people don't do these days, so the batteries are wounded up to get things messed up. Now the games on the Switch, now that is some potential. Like everyone else, I'm excited for Super Mario Odyssey. Why? Because it just seems like an actual sequel to Super Mario 64. What about Breath of the Wild? What are my thoughts on Breath of the Wild? See, I'll make a whole entire video on this. I could just tell you my thoughts on it. See, I haven't finished that game. I think it's a really good game. A really good change to the pace of it all. The voice acting, I don't know. I'm cool with it. Of course, have it set to Japanese. Don't do that English dub. It just don't sound good. I guess it's my inner weeb in me. You know, I'm good at talking to myself. How is it I haven't utilized that very well for streams? Sonic Mania. Let's talk about Sonic Mania. I mean, I'll compile the whole thoughts about it, yeah. See, I don't know about most fans, and I know the fan base is divided between 2D and 3D. I am on neither side of those, but if I had to choose what side I would be on, it would most likely be the 2D. Because I've only played the 2D games, like, thoroughly. Nice. I played Sonic 1, Sonic 2. Not Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It looks like a fun game. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, I played that over at a friend's house, but for after that, like literally after that, anything else after Sonic 2, besides Adventure 1 and 2, I didn't play any of those games. I mean, the games look okay. Sonic Generations, Sonic Colors, Sonic Mania, ooh. Oh, and Sonic CD. Sonic CD is a pretty good game too. I just like retro. But if there's one, thing that, from looking at the game from Mania, if I took an overlook view at it, no, not many new zones. That's what I was kind of hoping for. I was hoping for a bunch of new zones. And, as I had expected, like every other Sonic fucking game, milking the fuck out of Green Hill Zone. Like, come on now. Like, just switch to Emerald Hill Zone. We get the fucking idea. You guys don't make good no